Practice speaking English effortlessly and naturally, with listen and answer stories are powerful ways that help you to speak fluently, quickly and to understand instantly, automatically, immediately. You will want to use listen and answer mini stories. What are these mini stories, listen and answer, and why are they powerful? Firstly, remember in the past when you went to English school. In school you probably learned with a lot of listen and repeat. For example, the teacher said, "Repeat after me, class. Hello, how are you?" And the class together, everybody said, "Hello, how are you?" Then, the teacher said, "I'm fine, and you?" Then, all of the class together said, "I'm fine, and you?" This is listen and repeat. It's an old way to learn English, which is not powerful. When you listen and repeat, you don't need to think in English, you don't need to think. You just repeat what the teacher said. Maybe you don't understand, but still, you repeat. That's an old way, don't do it. Much more powerful is listen and answer, especially listen and answer mini stories. These are special kind of stories where the teacher asks a story. What exactly is a listen and answer mini story? In each mini story lesson, a teacher asks a short simple story. Notice I do not say tells a story, I say asks a story. The teacher creates a story and asks a lot of very simple and easy questions. Why? Well, because the student must answer questions constantly answering. Hearing a question, answering. This is like real conversation. When you use these listen and answer stories, you teach yourself to understand quickly and to respond quickly, to speak very quickly, automatically and naturally. No thinking. Very powerful. You learn to think in English and you learn to speak quickly, without thinking, without translating. Here is a very easy and simple example of a question and answer mini story. In the old method, the teacher would say, "Repeat after me," and the teacher says, "There was a girl, she went to the store, she bought a chocolate bar." And then the students repeat the story, "There was a girl, he went to the store, she bought a chocolate bar." However, in listen and answer stories, the teacher asks the questions, a lot of very easy questions. We use easy questions because we don't want you to think. If I asked a difficult question, then you might stop and think, but if the question is very easy, you can shout an answer. 1 word, 2 words, okay. For example, I would say, "Class, there was a girl." Was there a girl? And you shout, "Yes, yes." And I say, "Was there a girl or was there a boy?" And you immediately, instantly shout, "A girl, a girl." And I say, "So, there was a girl?" Again you shout, "Yes, yes, there was a girl." And I say, "I see, there was a girl. What was her name?" You don't know, so you guess Jane, or June, anything. You shout an answer. And I say, yes, her name was Jane. Was Jane a girl or was Jane a boy?" And you shout, "A girl, a girl." And then I continue with more questions. And because you are constantly answering questions, you learn to think in English, you learn to respond, to answer very quickly in English. These are very powerful techniques. Successful English speakers think in English. Successful speakers do not translate. They do not think about grammar rules. They naturally and quickly think in English. You face a problem of speaking slowly. You cannot answer questions quickly. You listened to many English tapes and CDs. You listened. You repeated what the speaker said. Now, let me say this to you, do not use listen and repeat. You should use listen and answer mini story lessons. Listen and repeat is not enough. When you repeat, you only copy the speaker. But when you hear a question and you answer it, you must think in English, especially if you must answer fast. So, if you use listen and answer mini story lessons, your speaking will become fast, easy, automatic and natural. You will understand quickly and you can speak English without thinking. In our real mini story lessons we can pose more challenging and much more interesting questions. When you use these mini story lessons, you will learn to speak so much faster, so much more easily and automatically. So, it's absolutely very important, use, listen and answer mini stories to practice speaking English effortlessly and naturally.